Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and we already got a new laundry list. I was not expecting one this early in the month because I'm assuming this one is for the patch that should come out on the 29th, just a couple days before the Life and Death expansion pack. But here we are, already having one, so yeah, I guess they're just releasing laundry lists earlier now. So without further ado, let's go over this new laundry list that previews a whole bunch of bug fixes. Starting off with console cottage living, images for crafted cross-stitch objects on PS4 are no longer in grayscale, and scrolling together, puzzles are no longer in black and white on PlayStation. Oh yeah, I think that cross-stitching one happened on PC a long time ago. Then for base game, there's quite a lot here. Sims will not eat spoiled food autonomously. Interactions will no longer jam and prevent progression through the interaction queue when caused by stuck chickens on the lot. Sims will fully close their eyes when they are supposed to, like when sleeping. Oh yeah, that's been a problem for a long time. Parent Sims will no longer get stuck standing idly in front of the crib when trying to interact with their sleeping baby. NPC Sims no longer enter the lot without knocking on the door. Skill books are now available at all libraries, not just the Willow Creek Library. Oh wow, that's been an issue forever. Plants that have enough water will stop dying. Most recently interacted with Sim will appear at the beginning of the relationship panel. Pizza Delivery Sim can now be tipped and interacted with after delivering pizza. Invisible nannies have had their superpower removed and will now remain visible. Sims will no longer incorrectly age up when adjusting game age options. Stopped issues where a held baby tries to perform an interaction that requires an adult to put them down, but the adult can't, so it just spins in a loop. Textures will now apply on one tile gable roofs. Curved fences will now cast shadows, oh that's good. Small black shadows on lots managed worlds map can be removed by loading into the affected lot and exit to regenerate the thumbnail. Blue squares no longer observed in lieu of empty lot traits when saving the lot in build mode. Modify career outfit cheat now works for part-time careers. I didn't know there was a cheat for that. I thought I needed mods for that. Okay. Male tank tops are no longer observed when selecting feminine fashion choice for previous Sims Delivery Express drop assets. Morning buff will not appear when a stranger sim dies in front of the active sim. The buff is only displayed if they are at least acquaintances. Okay, so there we go. That's one thing that they're fixing related to mourning, because I know a lot of people are annoyed by that particular thing. Previous Sims Delivery Express drops ponytails texture will no longer distort around pulled out ear shapes. Non-binary sim now properly referred to as birthday sim during birthday party event. Bird on Goods NanoCan 2.0 is now tagged as off the grid and fix an issue that could occur during the adopt a child flow while off lot. Moving on to pack issues affecting multiple packs, cleared situations where BB objects and houses placed with move objects on would appear in the sky. Okay, I thought this would only happen with the tool mod, because I think that has happened to me in the past. But for Bust the Dust, Clean House Inspired buff now has a proper timer to prevent overriding other buffs and blocking related interactions. For City Living, game fail to load error no longer triggers when visiting apartments with placed pools with that error code there. Wow, okay, I wouldn't have guessed something so specific. City Living festivals and other festivals now always appear properly in the calendar. NPC Sims and Samashuno will no longer experience sudden, unexpected weight gain. NPC Sims' bodies should only be susceptible to change if they are inside an active residential lot. Yeah, some of these I feel like would make it into those compilations of reading funny patch notes. But moving on to Crystal Creations, the crystal tree will not become invisible or transparent, and the crystals will be collectible. Oh, that's too bad. There still isn't a fix for better exceptions being triggered by Sims wearing crafted jewelry, unless that was fixed and I didn't know, but I've never seen it in these patch notes. But Eco Lifestyle Vertical gardens now count towards the freelance botanist aspiration. For rent, property owner will not be charged along with eviction settlement after tenant breaks lease. Event failed text notification system no longer triggers after completing the tenant revolt events by performing promise better conditions. Lot challenges and lot traits of a lot downloaded from the gallery reflect correctly in game. And when a tenant sim bulldozes a unit in an off-lot residential rental, the rent for other hidden units won't reset to 0. For growing together, reduce clipping issues when child sims practice riding bike, and an asset long tunic pants, dark pink, pairs properly with all the nail assets. High school years, packed lunch boxes from inventory are eaten by teen sims during lunch hours. Okay, that's good. Rocks will respawn a few hours after digging in Water Tower Way in Copperdale World. Horse Ranch, bad ranch product moodlet no longer observed upon harvesting excellent, magnificent, or perfect quality plants. Island Living, hey, this is the one I called that I thought could actually happen. Mermaids now have their own tombstone. I thought there was a chance because this would have made so much sense alongside Life and Death to finally give mermaids their own unique tombstone, because other occults do, but for some reason mermaids don't. So awesome. And then with my wedding stories, Island Living Canoe no longer gets water inside of it when navigating in Tartosa. Let me know if you've seen this issue, because I have, but I'm pretty sure it was not only in Tartosa. I think I've also had it in Tomarang, or maybe even every world in general. But Lovestruck, remove duplicate toe swatch for a specific asset, petty contrast, contrast orange. Paranormal stuff, lights no longer revert to auto mode in haunted houses. Yes, that bugged me so much. I remember that's been an issue ever since that stuff pack first released. And then Realm of Magic, spellcaster animation will run less frequently in Creative Sim. Oh my gosh. This is such an annoying issue where occult animations just play way too often, and it just bugs the heck out of me. For seasons, flower arrangements will look the same when placed from the library or the gallery. Oh yeah, I think that has been an issue for quite a while. Vampires. Infants will no longer teleport to outside of the crib when resuming game, right as the baby transitions to sleep. Vintage glamour, a glow bar drink platter now fits on accent and coffee tables. Werewolves, werewolf sims, how less frequently in Creative Sim? Yes. It's like, I like those animations, so I don't want to turn them off completely using a mod, but it's just, it happens way too often. And then with werewolves especially, it's like I have to just mute the sound when I get too annoyed by it. And then turned werewolves will no longer occasionally lack color on their nose. And there we have it. That's the laundry list for October 8th, 2024. So again, a pretty lengthy one, and does fix some pretty annoying issues. And I'm so happy that I was right about them finally adding a unique tombstone for mermaids. It took many years later and a Life and Death expansion pack for it to happen. But yeah, that's cool that they were still able to do that, because then that would technically involve making new art, but I guess that came out of the Life and Death budget. Assuming this is for the pre-patch for Life and Death, the list does seem a little short. Typically pre-patches for expansion packs have much longer patch notes, but then again, we do tend to get more in the actual patch notes when the patch is out. So there could be a lot more that they just didn't put in the laundry list. But it is weird. I don't think we've had a laundry list 3 weeks in advance, 2 weeks. Yeah, but that does make me a little suspicious. Are we somehow getting 2 patches this month? I don't think so, but oh well. I appreciate the transparency nonetheless. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts on this laundry list in the comment section below. And have you had that issue with the island canoe with the water seeping into it in other worlds besides Tartosa? Because I'm sure I've had it in other worlds too. But be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.